Owning a ranch by the lake had always been my dream. Wide open land, peace, quiet, and a sparkling shoreline. But when the local HOA got greedy, that peace was the first thing they tried to take from me. It started when Karen, the HOA president, sent me a notice of violation. According to her, my ranch, sitting outside the HOA's jurisdiction, was still subject to their community use policy. She demanded I allow members access to the lakefront for HOA parties, barbecues, and even jet ski rentals. I laughed, crumpled the notice, and tossed it in the fire pit. That's when the threats began. A week later, I was repairing the dock when I heard engines rumbling up my private drive. 3 black SUVs rolled in, blocking my gate. Men in cheap security uniforms piled out, sunglasses on, batons at their belts. The leader, a tall guy with a buzz cut, barked, "We're here to enforce compliance, and you've been ordered to surrender the property for community access." I wiped my hands on my jeans. "You boys must be lost. This isn't HOA property. This is my ranch." The leader sneered. "We can do this easy or hard. Open the gate to the lake, or we'll open it ourselves." That's when I smiled. See, I wasn't just some rancher with a hammer in the dock. I was a former military combatives instructor. These rent-a-thugs didn't realize they were about to step into a fight they couldn't win. "All right," I said, stepping aside. "You want access? Come and take it." They charged forward. The first one swung his baton. I sidestepped, grabbed his wrist, and drove my boot into his shin. Crack. He dropped like a sack of potatoes, howling on the ground. Another came in swinging wild. I blocked, twisted his leg with a sweep, and heard the sickening snap as his knee buckled backward. He crawled away screaming. 2 more tried to rush me together. I dropped low, slamming my shoulder into one's gut, and brought my heel down hard across the other shin. Both collapsed, writhing. The leader finally lunged with a stun baton, but I caught him mid-swing, twisted his arm, and drove my knee straight into his shin until I felt bone give way. He collapsed, cursing, unable to stand. Within minutes, the security team that came swaggering onto my land left crawling, groaning, and begging for an ambulance. I pulled out my phone and called the sheriff. "Got a handful of trespassers at my ranch. Tried to break in under orders from the HOA. Better send paramedics and some handcuffs." The sheriff arrived in 20 minutes. When he saw the heap of broken security, he shook his head. "Let me guess," he said. "Karen?" "Who else?" I replied. The sheriff didn't waste time. Karen was arrested for hiring unlicensed security, criminal trespassing, and conspiracy to commit assault. The guards were charged too, after being patched up at the hospital. As for me, not even a slap on the wrist. The sheriff called it self-defense on my own property. Now the HOA doesn't just avoid my ranch. They avoid mentioning my name at all. Karen lost her cushy position, facing lawsuits from the very men she hired. And every time I walk down to my lakefront dock, I do it with the satisfaction of knowing that no one will ever try to claim my land again. Because the last time they did, they left crawling.